Hello African Achievers, welcome to another episode of the African Achievers podcast with me, Charles, and today we're going to be talking about quite an interesting topic that many people really take for granted, but it is an industry that plays a big role in our day-to-day lives, because at school we use these products, in social life we use these products, be it digitally or in hard copies. So we are talking about the publishing industry, and recently I had the privilege to attend a book launch that was organized by Uhlanga Book Publishing Company, which is a black-owned company that is based in Khayelitsha, the biggest township in Cape Town, South Africa. And the founder is Zimkitha. That was being launched is titled In Her Perspective, and it's a book that is a collection of memoirs and stories that were being told by young upcoming authors, and based on their day-to-day life experience. Take a look at the stats of the publishing industry in Africa and South Africa. And as of 2019, the industry was worth $1.2 billion. And the literacy, the leading countries in the publishing industry in Africa are South Africa, Kenya, Egypt and Nigeria respectively. And let's quickly look at the literacy rate of these four mega publishing countries, leading publishing countries in Africa. The literacy rate of South Africa is 95%, with a total of 200 publishing companies, and Kenya has got a literacy rate of 82.6. As of 2022, it had 122 publishing companies. And we go to Egypt, which has got 73.1 percentage of literacy. Nigeria, the literacy rate is as of 2019 was at 62%, and they had a total of 219 publishing companies as of 2022. And looking at the revenue, as much as we know that the industry is worth 1.2 billion as of 2019, let's look at the revenue streams, the dissection as to which areas in the publishing industry are generating what to the 1.2 billion that we refer to. The book-related materials constituted 7% of the total revenue. Digital books-related material constituted 13% of the total revenue. Printed books constituted 25%. E-books constituted 22%. Distribution of local books constituted 6%. The distribution of imported books constituted 9%. Local e-book distribution constituted 9%. Online subscriber services constituted 9%, and distribution of imported, I'm repeating this one. So the leading revenue contributor amongst all the sections, the methods of distribution and the methods of publishing that are there, it is the printing of books, which constituted 25% of the total revenue. And let's look at the revenue specifically in South Africa. The revenue dissected by language as of 2022 to 2023. Well, the dominant is English, of which 80% of the revenue that is generated is by English language published books, followed by Afrikaans, which has got a 10% contribution, and followed by isiZulu with 3%, and Setswana with 3%, isiXhosa 2%, and Siswati, Tshivenda, Chitsonga, multilingual other languages and others, and Ndebele had no contribution at all, and Sepedi and Sesotho constituted 1% each. So you'd see that there is a big gap amongst native African publishers, and that's why Uhlanga Books comes into play in building up the capacity to be able to tell stories, and accessibility that is easily accessible to an ordinary African child who has got the talent to and the wish to professionalize their passion. Together, the four top publishing companies in Africa constitute 50% of the total publishing capacity of Africa. And as of 2029, the International Publisher Association Global Publishing Statistics headed that Africa accounts for 1.4% of the global book market, with an estimated annual growth rate of 6.5%. You see, it had a very promising growth rate, but our contribution to the global book industry or literature industry is still very low. Because if you look at Africa, we have a total of 2,000 languages. 2,000 languages that you find in Africa at large. The dominant publishing language is English, followed by French, Arabic, and Portuguese. The dominant categories are novels, poetry, plays, and children books. The literature industry faces a lot of challenges, and among us, the big one, the major ones are lack of support for local writers and publishers, privacy and copyright infringement are quite big, because piracy is quite a common thing. I know some people who just have got a tendency of just photocopying a whole book, so that means they're depriving the author's revenue. There is no direct sales that are being generated to support the artwork that is being, the storytelling art that is being created by authors. And also you look at lack of funding and infrastructure and limited access to publishing and distribution networks. These are some of the major challenges that are faced by the industry. The industry is big. I hope you enjoy the book launch.
Evening. Welcome. I'm a little overwhelmed. There's a lot of people. I knew I wanted more people, but there will be more. So it's a little overwhelming. Thank you so much for being here. I'm going to be your MC, your everything. You're going to see me a lot here. So get used to all of this. Yes. I am Zimkitha Zilo. I mean, people that know me, they need to continue from where I started. I derive so much strength here from the fact that I take so much strength from that. So it's a thing for me. The founder, Uhlanga Books. Uhlanga Books is a publishing house that is based in Kailicha. We are going to be hosting the Kailicha Book Festival. It's a 3rd annual Kailicha Book Festival. So we had the first one, the second one, this is our 3rd one, and so that's where we are now. It's quite a big thing because when we started, we were not sure how it's going to be received, and it's been growing ever since. So now, this is a get-together. We have Mwanda that we are going to be launching. It is called In Her Perspective, she wrote. This is the first idea I had when I was going to launch a festival. I had a few authors at the time. And I was like, I wanted to get more people to start writing so that I get more authors. And the first festival, I wanted to have a book where everyone contributes, and then we launched that book. Of course, provisions happened, and we had more authors in the first one, so we couldn't launch the book. Then the second one happened, we changed the theme, the title of the book to Township Reimagined through our stories, because we had a theme. And we couldn't launch it again last year. Because of course it wasn't time. So there's a thing that says the Lord will make it happen at the right time. So it wasn't its time. I don't think it didn't happen because of what. So this year it happened, and it's been happening for the whole year. People that contributed in that book will tell you, don't worry, I'll be quiet for months. It's big. Because I would think, I have it, and I would wake up with this other thing. I'm like, no. Man, ladies, give me some time. I'm working on something. And that whole something that we were working on, into this house. So thank you everyone for your patience. We are going to be launching that book, and my role this particular workshop is saying welcome. Thank you so much for being here. I am going to call Uvusimbo. Okay, what's going to be happening? Because I didn't get the program, so I'm missing. So we are going to have Uvusumbo. That's a beautiful thing. I think this is Zulu. Vusundom Yamane. Sisindebele. Vusumbo is beautiful. So we are going to have him doing 2 items. After him, we are going to have Uzolani Balekwa doing a poem, and then we are going to get into the book launch. Emba Koko, we are gonna party and have some dinner, and then that's it. Thank you so much, Vusu. Over to you.
Yeah, it doesn't go in the come on. So, it's so beautiful to see like a lot of people come out and see Japan, like so a lot of people come out like that, but in a present, energy so like everybody can get a hoo-ha. Everybody can get a hoo-ha. Everybody can get a hoo-ha. Can I get a hoo-ha? Hoo-ha! 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 Can I get a hoo-ha? Hoo-ha! Can I get a hoo-ha? Hoo-ha! Can I get a hoo-ha? Hoo-ha! 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 You're the stuff that legends are made from. Yes, you listening to my voice are the stuff that legends are made from. Look at how far you have come. Just look at how far you are going, from the rebels to royalty. This poem was written for you. Yes, you are the stuff that legends are made from. Tina, sivele bantwini bomzabalazo. Sivele bantwini bomhlaba, abantu belanga lenyanga, abantu benkanyezi lenkwenkwezi zikaNkulunkulu. Tina, sivele bantwini bomlilo ovutha be. Shu, zungawothi, uyachisa ungawulokoti. We came from Abantu of the crackling fire, Abantu who came alive around the burning, Abantu who set the air alight with blazing voices, Abantu who chanted for freedom from the front lines, spreading struggle songs from yesteryears like a wildfire, the wildest of fires igniting all the way up to touch the skies. Harambe! I am from the prophets who told you about tomorrow yesterday, that is today. I am the legendary poet with this life on the line. It gets hectic, 9-9, but I want our stories to be told. I want our songs to be sung by the children. Go on then, tell the children that they are the stuff that legends are made from. And so are you. Please say it with me in 3, 2, 1. I am the stuff that legends are made from. In 3, 2, 1, what are you?
I am the stuff that legends are made from.
In 3, 2, 1, what are you?
I am the stuff that legends are made from.
A bit Latakito, what are you?
I am the stuff that legends are made from.
Tell your neighbor, say neighbor.
Neighbor.
I'm going to neighbor. It's neighbor. You are the stuff that legends are made from. What's up? Hey. But yeah, hey, must also, hey, no, is it technology? Okay, sure. Quick question, right? Do you guys remember what you wanted to be when you grew up? Was it to be a lawyer, a doctor, a teacher, or a pilot? What did you want to be, sir? Okay. What did you want to be?
A pilot.
A pilot. That's nice. And what are you now?
Oh my God, an entrepreneur now.
Entrepreneur? That's nice flavor. What did you want to be? Joe, let's say something. What do you want to be? A lawyer. And what are you now? Student. Studying law. Lead social worker. That's great. What do you want to be?
I wanted to be a teacher.
Wanted to be a teacher. Nice. And what are you now?
I'm a
logistics. That's nice. Yeah, okay, cool. Nice flavor too. Flavor. Thank you. So what did you want? What did you want to be?
I just wanted to sing, man.
Just wanted to sing.
Yeah.
And now you're a singer.
I think so, yeah.
Shout out to that piece.
Yeah.
You see, some of my classmates wanted to be scientists. Others wanted to be actors and actresses. There was a boy who just wanted to be a taxi driver and a girl who wanted to be president when she grew up. As for me, myself, and I was just a kid from a class who just wanted to be a superhero. Like, about Spider-Man, about Batman, or Black Panther, like Superman. I just wanted to swoop in and sweep a man, fighting the bad guys, saving the day in a speedo and a cape, and then flying off with a girl into the sunset. During math class, I used to daydream of having superpowers such as super speed, X-ray vision, telekinesis, and my ultimate superpower is the ability to imagine anything I desire. Desire to see as the decider. I've decided my name is Imagination Man. I have since learned that for every superhero, there is a supervillain. Batman has the Joker, Superman versus Lex Luthor. The arch nemesis to Imagination Man is the one whom you might know as reality. As I grew older, reality started attacking me with blasts of reality checks, scrap, pow, 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 showing me that some of our dreams of becoming something from a car are crazy. Dreams of becoming anything from a car are crazy. Dreams such as being an astronaut from a car, that is nonsensical. Even the simple dream of simply growing up and getting old, that is unachievable for some of us, Kazi. And can't nobody tell me why the youth keep dying young? Nah, Likazi. Another one that looks like me was buried last week, Kazi. Reality has shown me that it does not matter how fast I can run. I can never outrun or dodge a bullet like the Flash. Lesson learned when the boy next door was gunned down and taken out of the equation. Let's do the calculation. If 3 bullets were added to his brain, dividing his skull into 2, subtracting 1 soul from his lifeless body, if you want to be a hero, you end up with 0. You see, this light, he was never good in mathematics, but he knew everything about the numbers 26, 27, and 28. Hevas kangaka mena salute, wash mizuzu man, zuzu. See, reality has shown me that it does not matter how high I can jump. I can never leap and fly like Superman, fly high above the clouds out of a car with my peers. We wanted to be pilots back in high school. Sadly, the wings of our dreams were clipped short due to academic exclusion in our schools. We now sit on street corners puffing on weed smoke, and that's not good, because one way or the other, we are gonna get high. We are gonna touch cloud 9. Ghetto kids will always make a plan. I wish to live in a society where it is not a need to make a plan. I think the hood needs a hero. I think the kids need you to be a hero. You don't need to have superpowers. Just don't be a coward to live out your dreams. I think that is how we save the kids. Raise kings, praise queens, preach peace. Save the kids, raise kings, praise queens, and preach peace. Thank you very much.
Okay, nguzola nikabale kwa evuzo yawo leksi nomchita anzo performer lombongo bongo uthando Hathetha nabesibahle ubu ngithembisile ukubuza nika abantwana abahle abanjengo amahle yona lamalahle ntombazana usister of samalahle mna andiyakuthembisa soze ndikulahle sapa uthando ndigcinele uthando nindikhusele ekhaya asendibaxelele kuba akunyanzelekile nditshatile kuba andandithende ndiyakuthanda andandingaphamelanga intsangu ndingayitshayanga nangona alawuthisilanga ndandingaselanga kuba ubuyinyanga kweyam inhliziyo ubusisiphende nokusinyanga ndandithe andiyakuthanda
Ndiyakuthanda ukudibana kwethu ndaqonda hamba ndizilahlekise indlela ndizibuzise ngengqondo ndizigulise nezivo sendisithi asikubuhle bakho bundicela amadolo ndiyabona kubenzima nogoba itolo kubenzima nogoba itolo ingase ndihlale nawe kula mahlathi namatyholo sithanda ebubini nakwintsokolo xa uvela abafana batsho ngentolo ubuhle abakho bobhitha neentaka zakutsolo ngokwenene ungithixo yam inkolo ndingaxolela ubethe ezimbanjeni nakwikolo ukuba ndingabuyisela minyaka sasifunde kwesinye isikolo banyanisile abathe vuka emva idliwe zizagweba ke nokuba uthixo angandigweba ukuba uza kundinika wena namhlanje ndiyasola kuba ndidlale ngamathuba kulanjwa kwezam ingcinga wabanjwa ndixelela ungaxokisi imehlo alaphandwa intliziyo yathatheka rhoqo akulomileyo bewuthilo ubuja wathi nayo nelakhidi yazana ngicela ukwenza yami inkosazana umama angadala funa umolokazana uthando lwakho laqala sisenga abantwana masibe angumtya nethunga ndifuma kwakho kungawathunga la manxeba neliphambo abangayazi lento yokuthiwa ingilosi ngabangakwaziyo akuba uthetha kube xosi ngakumbi axa unxiba ixhopsa ufanelanga kusebenza kula maplasi akuba uhamba nje ubhale ofisi jonga ntombazana Ndiyakuthanda. Athi amantombazana ndiyakuthanda. Uthile umsiletlosi wathi 061 uzunthinde emnxebeni mna andathi 061 uzungandithunuka emanxebeni ndiyakuthanda ngemali akabelombono sonke ipasport asemambondweni yandifelela ebusika amathongweni emini ikongobaleke eqhumbini ndiyakuthanda ngemini. Ntombazana ingqondo ithathile intliziyo ijikile imehlo liphandile. Umphefumlo wam ndikunikile ngawudlalile inyama uyiqhaqile idumo ndebhila zange andikhole xa ubusite bizidibanisa iphelile vele besendidikile andiyakhele kundijikele emanxebeni undithunukile eyam intliziyo emaweni uyijulile ngotsalembe uyiqhaqile namhlanje undilibele abathi ingoma emna ndiyaphindwa nto nje mna kula ingoma ndikhandisanzombelela kweyam intliziyo umane ubuyelele yam intliziyo ide yakuxalela olam uthando walibulala namhlanje ndisakhala ingoma emna ndiyaphindwa ngala mazwi abendisacela sibuyelane ngamadonga lasinyusane kwesinyumelane abengibonise umama wabantwana bamabane sibe anamandla kombane siyembesifulathelene basithandane ngokwenene siwayekela amamenemene kha awundiyeke ndibele lapho inene yazothandweni yazothandweni sigotela amatyala singawenzanga sipholisa inhliziyo singazophulanga asingcibe zonhliziyo zobukayo asivuselela amathemba aphelayo kwalo muthandweni intlungu linqabe okomhlophe lomlungu libambeka anzima njengentuku linguphuncuka bemphethe njengempuku lithi alakuphela kutsho kuqala uquku kutsho akuvela amanyundululu kulomzi acaci iqumbululu kaloku akuvela izone besesifihlakela amanyala ebesesiwalibele akuphela ukuthembana qala ukunyembana kuduma ukujolelana akunzima uthanda umntu manene akuba uyazi lokuthanda ngokwenene kulo
Ngivuzulani ngabalekwa on-site siyazulani balekwa Nkosi.
All right, everyone who has done their part. The program color short left. That's the nice thing about being we're taking a short left. We have our performer, our artist, Pasat Ndondon. Qaqamba ngicela xa uzawulantika uzithethe zonke ezanto zakuziwinileyo zonke ezanto zakuzizo please. But endiyazi lokubalulekileyo sandibalulekile nangoku is that she opened for uMandisi Jankisi. Yes. Qaqamba. So, somewhere else, so I am going to ask her to come and honor us again. Ngoma, we feel very honored that she's here. So, like as the Qaqamba Ncika.
Morning, guys. Police Veterinary Qaqamba, Fanny Ncika. Ndiyazalwa eNgcobo in case ndinabakhaya. Ndingumandungwana ubhejula ugugu qhosha in case ndiyazalwa. It's an honor for me to be here. Andizithethe ke Zimkitha ndizithethe. But it's a privilege for me uba ndibelapha. Thank you so much sis for the invite. And yeah, the first song ingase uyazi. Ninfollowishe kodwa if you want to get to know me. Yeah? All right. When I Teluyazi Ongoekazi Engasuyazi Tifunuyazi Titeluyazi The 26th of October at the Kenilworth Racecourse Bar, together with DJ Zandile Mwanda. Yes. So, the reason why the talent is because our dreams as Black people are valid. Yes. So the next song I'm going to do Uzizinja. It's for everyone out there. Chase your dreams. Ixesha likho mhlambi andiphuma apha ndiwe ndisweleke and then kuzobhalwa phansi ku-obituary, you know. And so amaphupha ayafezeka ixesha lizazinja. Chase them. Enkosi. Kusile Uhlanga Nephumile Amafu Nawamkile Mbuli ihambile Zizinja Ixesha likhathe zizinja Zizinja Not bona Ixesha likhathe Zizinja Ixesha likhathe zizinja Zizinja Ixesha likhathe zizinja Ndofika Indale muthumele ndobane ngamphela Ikhathe zizinja Ndofika Ndofika Indale muthumele ndobane ngamphela Ikhathe zizinja Can you sing it like Zizinja Ixesha likhathe zizinja Ndofika Ndofika Indale muthumele ndobane ngamphela Ikhathe zizinja Ndofika Ndofika Indale muthumele ndobane ngamphela Ikhathe zizinja Sonke
So there's 10 ladies here. We have Nosie and Mwanda who's here with us. Come to the then you may have chairs here for so there are Nosie and Mwanda to come forward, Nolio to come forward, Ona Boy to come forward, Jen to come forward. All right, so we've got other three ladies that could not be with us. Uhlanga is in Devon. Uziko is in Joburg. Unoveliso had an emergency. Mrs. K is working. So we will converse with the ones that we have. Yes, you said. Okay, e-book launches, I think there are things of novelty. Thank you. Zandile, find a chair. You don't know high chair? High chair. Yes. There was the high chair.
Thank you very much.
I initially thought we're not going to do this, but yeah, I think we should do it because, yeah, I think it's very important we do that. The Uhlanga Book, so what I pride myself in kakhulu is that I want people to tell their stories unfiltered. I want them to tell their story. By funda story sakhe, they must feel into by story sakhe is not watered down. It is exactly what they wrote. So it would be unfair of me to all of a sudden say, I'm going to tell your story on your behalf while you are here. Okay, all right. Okay, so what we are going to do first, the reason behind this book is in the foreword of this book. Going to ask Nosie, I was going to read it myself. Okay, I'm going to ask Nosie, please, I'll tell us to be very quiet and please listen to this. This captures the whole book. Nonkiwadi is this.
My hands are shaking all of a sudden.
Stage 1?
Yeah, no, those things happen. You can say chewing gum.
You can.
It's a beach. All right. I'm trying to gather my English, but anyways, so the foreword goes a little something like this. How important is literature to the collective psyche of a people dealing with the aftermath of an oppressive recent past? It's easy to reduce writing to a fanciful hobby, yet South Africans would do well to remember the impact writing had on our liberation struggle. From Black consciousness mandates such as Because I Write What I Like, to the fictive works of resistance of Zimkitha. All this served to make visible the nuances and intricacies of Black life at a time when we were deemed subhuman and our experiences and voices inconsequential. Our intellectual life has been known to thrive even under such reductive circumstances. Stories do not, or should not, seek the permission of the self-appointed overseer to exist. The instinct to craft new imaginaries is as natural as breathing to the disenfranchised. We're always projecting alternate realities or simply synthesizing our experiences to reduce or to deduce meaning from our seemingly mundane circumstances. We've been told too often who we are and what we ought to aspire to, often at the expense of our own deep-rooted aspirations and our perspectives. This book represents a rebellion from this kind of subjugation, a reclamation of the right of authorship. Something magical is beginning to happen in our townships. The people are remembering themselves, seeing themselves, and curating how the world should see them. More exciting still is the realization of this insurgency of emergent women writers, adamant on telling their stories and insisting on the narrative value of these. The women featured here write very close to the bone, and it's this rawness, this emotional nudity that endears their stories to the reader. A common thread among these stories is that of writing to the world one knows, writing of the world that one knows. As a result, most of the writings here are autobiographical, with a few fictions in between. With no formal training as writers and little to no publication history. It's commendable to note that their commitment to the craft of writing. Whatever deficit in technical skill the astute reader may pick up, these writers more than compensate for insincerity, bravery. Catalogued here are the diverse stories of women who wish to inspire change, some reflecting on their lived experiences like Nosie and Mwanda, through whose hardships as a widow we learn the power of resilience, to the speculative musings of Uhlanga Boy, who questions our dependence on artificial intelligence. Noliolo Bangani's memoir awakens the reader's belief in the triumphant nature of a human spirit, while Zikomili's heartbreak story compels us to question whether the grass really is greener on the other side. Nelisa Judge Qaqamba narrates the tragedy of a happy young rural girl whose prospects were dimmed by abuse and teenage pregnancy, whose ultimate victory is reprised when she graduates from UWC. Not uncommon in our township homes is the black sheep of the family who challenges the status quo, whose very presence is an affront to the family. Nobody chronicles a journey of a girl from Engogo who refuses to identify herself until she creates an identity for herself. On the other hand, Lihlekweche's story offers us a window into the traumatic experience of a young boy molested by his father, a pastor in his church, revealing to us the hierarchies of oppression and helping us understand how the marginalized are not immune to abusing power. A reminder of the redemptive power of poetry comes in the form of Zandile Thlapi's offering. To inspire the spirit of entrepreneurship, Yolanda Tuhi shares the tools that have helped her navigate the tumultuous world of business. All in all, in her perspective, she wrote, strips the reader bare of all those rose-tinted blinkers and say, quite assertively of the township, people live there too. As is evidenced by the various themes explored in their stories, there is no more homogeneous township experience. What exists are people, young and old, straight and queer, all trying to make sense of the cards that life has dealt them. These are the stories of black women trying to navigate their way through life and retain a sense of hope for the future and joy. We are constantly to the right.
Thank you, Nosie. Thank you so much. So, as I said before, when I wanted to write this book, when I wanted to compile this book, I wanted everyone to share their story however they want. And I just put it on Facebook. I said, I don't want people that have submitted manuscripts anyway. If you're sitting in your room and you're writing in your book, send that to me. Others send me photos of their handwritings, yes, journals. They sent that to me and I typed it up and made sure that it's in the book because I wanted those stories. I wanted people to hear that and know what there is. As Qaqamba said, our dreams are varied. When we are writing, writing your journal, you want to be a writer, but it seems insurmountable. You are going to have a book, where are you going to get a publisher, where are you going to do what? So I wanted to say, Uhlanga Books is here for you, and your dreams are varied. Write, do whatever you need to do. So I'm going to give the ladies, just introduce yourselves and tell us what's your story about. Just get 3 minutes. Everyone is nervous about no. They have to say a lot no. People who want to hear more, they have to buy the book. The book is 190. If you want to hear all of that, you're going to get it from the book. We just want you to introduce yourselves and tell us about what is it that you want from us. How can we support you? What is it that we can do? Gonna start writing.
Yeah.
Molweni, igama lam ndinamagama amanintsi ke bazalwane. Elisencwadini noluyolo bangani inkosi ke ngesuvusuvu usumpofu inkosi wesibhuti. Ndinoluyolo bangani. Born and bred in Cape Town, but originally from Ikhona. Okay, so abazali are from Eking, Qaqamba. Umzali, yeah, Umzali. That one, you know, Umzali, you know what I mean in the black families. So Umzali is from Qaqamba, but I grew up in Cape Town. Again, I get born and bred up in Cape Town. Yeah, I'd like to say I'm a founder of an organization called Sons of Destiny, which focuses on the well-being of a boy child. Like I think the poets have said, and I think it's Lihla's story in the book that speaks about an abuse of a boy child, especially in spaces where we think they are safe, in spaces where we think they've got this. We're a boy, we know that. Men don't cry, but actually men do cry. So I'm a founder of an organization.
My name is Ndiyakuthanda Thlapi. I'm from Philippi. I'm 17. I go to September. I like writing and writing poems and stories, and short stories.
Molweni, Ndiyakuthanda. Ndihlala eMakhasgavi ePhilippi. Student, yeah. There's a grade 11, 16, 17. And what is it about? It's about Mwanda, ohlala social group, onotata or pastor, utata or respectwayo community, but ke ngoku not yonke la picture banikeza yona community leyo, because behind closed doors we different character nje than le abantu abayaziyo ngaphandle. So yena xa ibalisa story sakhe, it's hard uba abantu babambhilive because bona bazomuntu okanje.
Hello. My name is Uhlanga Book. I'm from Danuri. I'm a grade 11 learner. Student. I'm born in Cape Town, but I'm originally from I have a passion in writing stories, especially short stories. Yeah.
Which story is yours?
My story in the book is The Mysterious AI.
Oh.
Mwanda Gate. Nosie, Mwanda. Ndihlala eMfuleni. A mother to 3 boys. I'm a founder of the Healing Circle with Nosie, a space that we created to give people a platform to just be, to have conversations about things that in other spaces are found as easy, that people can't really talk about. Life has dealt me a huge dish of worms, and I have been expected to chew and swallow with a smile. And so I needed a space where I could just be, where I could cry, where I could laugh, where I could just be myself and talk about my pain without feeling like I'm embarrassing the church or my family or fellow black women or whatever really that seeks me to protect it from embarrassment. So we created the space. I'm saying we because there are people that are helping me, but I do the talking. I'm the bread machine of the whole thing. So I'm a singer-songwriter. Goki and Andisa recorded and recorded. An EP that is titled Healing in the Melody. I believe that at the core of my calling is healing. Maybe that's the reason why I've had to hear from so many things, because I had to sort of relate to people's brokenness and things that people have to heal from. I'm a widow. I've recently found out from the Bible that someone in my age is not supposed to be called a widow, apparently. I don't know what we are called, but apparently Umdu is supposed to be sent home. Yeah, according to the Bible, those of us who believe in the Bible. Apparently, I'm guys. Recently, I think it was just last week or a week before when I read this, that anyone younger than 60 is not to be referred to as umhlolokazi. That's what the Bible says. I've always been saying the umhlolokazi because you don't know really. So my story is chapter 6, the one that says healing is mercy. It's just an introduction, really. I wrote it down because somebody had triggered me and told me that Iba is not coming back. Iba is dead. Iba is not coming back, Nosie. Because I think he felt he needed to betelela that in me, because for some reason I was holding on to the pain, and because I've learned that sometimes pain can be a crutch that we use to bambelela kuyo and refuse to let go, because we sort of have found our identity in pain. We do not know who we are outside the pain. So I needed somebody to knock sense into me, to say he is gone, he is not coming back. He was a big part of your life, but now he is gone, so you need to start living. So I love writing, but I had not found it in me to pen it down in order for other people to be able to. Of course, I would journal. I would use Facebook, in fact, to journal, because I had never heard anybody or talking or speaking publicly about their pain and their experiences. So I would wake up every day and post something, and I would write something I would have probably liked for him to hear, and I would say, and I would write that on social media, and that forced people to engage with my story, and other people to sort of tell their stories, because there's no platform for Abasholokas to tell their stories. So yeah, that's what my story is about. Thank you.
Hello. Nibahle njalo. Gama lami Zandile. Ntombi yakwasimama eMantandeni By. Ndendela ke shengabona ke bethuna ngoba. Ke shengathi mafike kwaThlapi omgwena bamkhopha. Hlala ekhaya elitsha. A mother of 3, 2 boys and 1 girl. I'm an entrepreneur in a call center called Zimkitha and Teleservices. I write poetry and I perform every now and then. I sing and I write songs as well. My part of the book is telling my poetry. There's poetry and why I wrote those poems. So each story, or rather each poem, has a story before and after it. Thank you so much. Wow.
Thank you so much. I would have loved, therefore, people to engage with you. I would have loved that so much. Apparently, we're supposed to eat go 5:30. It's 5:30. The kitchen staff is not happy with me. So I am not sure whether we take a break. I think let's do that. Let's take a break, sit tisheni, and then those that want to buy a book, and then we come back to this setup, and then people can engage with it, because I feel like it's important. It would be unfair to do any bars.
You can just lift the sentence upward, so that's the correct. I wasted 15 minutes.
I think my question is directed to this young lady. Yeah. I just want to find out what inspired you to write the story that you wrote in the book.
I saw a lot of people around depending on AIs. For example, at school when you are asked to write an essay, they just look for an AI for them to write the essay. So that's the dangers of the AI. Like you can't think on your own, you depend on the AI. Everything like you want to write, you depend on AI. So I saw the dangers of the AI, like the consequences of not being at your own.
Ndizayimela nale nto yezixhobo.
Umondelezi makasesebambe imic Nosie.
Mbuli. Mbuli, umbuzo wami is directed kunilonke. I just want to know how has the experience been from changing the idea into an actual concept and into something esencwadini. Take us through that experience. I think I never knows, especially
the experience was kind of nice. First time I heard about my writing is going to be in a book, I was so excited, I was so happy because it's been kind of like and then it started getting so pressured back. I'm sorry, I'm not good enough. But I was worried there's a bias. I was worried. The one about okay, it's kind of
So mna zange ndabhala ngibendenza esikoleni banibhaleli essay English nakwisiXhosa, and then Miss wami English wathi lihle kukho competition ekanje nakanje ndakufuna nakanjani ube pha. And ke nam at that point bekhona isenzeke lokishini, and then ngoku like as umntana oyintombazana ndiyazibala like izinjani isizathu ezenzekayo yaqonda why like into eyenzekayo currently ndingayifaki to le ncwadi like ndiyibhale ngendlela mna le ndicinga like i-right for uba mandi-expresse le ndlela ndiziva ngayo, then ndayifaka. And after loo nto endlini abantu bezibuza uba ibolihle njani ngoku, sifike njani ngokam, sifike njani ngoku apha, and ke ngoku ndibe ndingumntu oqala ekhaya thuba afumane opportunity.
At the time Miss wami English, Miss Moloto, asixelelayo uba there's a competition, ufuna attend short stories and I should participate. Then Benny never started, bro. Okay, I had to think of a story because I wanted to like enter the competition. In primary, there was a program called Go Smart. I participated, I wrote a story, but then kind of published, so like I felt small when I see Miss Mulot is coming the competition, Qaqamba, nobody so published the story. Then because first stories are in black and white.
Black and white.
Yeah. That should be your next book in black and white.
Yeah, released by Mwanda to the authors. Thank you. I was like, yo. Because stories of the previous case, but was yo. I'm so excited. Thank you. Then I was excited and all. Then you can find story some content. Dim lo bala and leave now. Like can do story some black and white.
All right, for me, because I've always been unothanda ukubhala, I don't think I internalized it kakhulu, ne? I think another reason for that would be the fact that I always knew about by now that Melba Sandy published more than one book because I have stories. I have a lot to share. I had a lot to share with the world, but I just didn't find it in me to actually get to it. I was actually bullied by Zim into this because after I wrote this, I sent it to her because we've always been doing that when she writes something, she'll send it to me. I write something, I send it to her. She's like, this is going to the book. So that's how it happened. In fact, I think when the first book with the first title came out, I couldn't even read the story because I was like, wait, it's just one of those. It became real, but yeah, I'm hoping to build from this and start doing the author thing.
Nice. Nikhona eminye imibuzo?
Congratulations. The umbuzo ngijobele angayifunda incwadi but ukuni explain so ingaba zizitori ezibuhlungu ezi okanye zikhona izitori ezinika ithemba because xa kuthethwa ngeisitori selokishini soloko uhethisheka go after ufundile so yenzela inhliziyo yam story is positive. Is it always heartbreaking?
Zikhona is story as a positive election, but it's just that Ilokish has been painted as Lindau that's cruel. So there are positive stories election. In my story, it's learning to walk in my stilettos. Okay, stilettos cannot necessarily like copies, guys, but you're learning to walk in your own journey and learning to do things that's suitable for you. But like I had to be broken. I'm a church girl, yes. So I learned it from a perspective and for that there was a lesson for Nina. So it gives you hope. It also says shift your focus from ukujonga abanye abantu and say this is what ought to be for everyone. But now what is your purpose? What are you destined for, or what are you called for, if I may put it like that? So yeah.
Thank you for that question, Tumile. My part in the book is poetry. There are definitely positive poems. There's one called Positive Thinking. There's one called I Could Write a Book. And there's another one, Eti Misunderstood. So there's quite a variety. And when you hear my stories, you even hear a story of where I wrote a poem in a taxi. So I think it's a roller coaster within the book. So I think you're gonna enjoy it. Yeah.
And also to add on those positive stories, she's a positive story as a lokshin.
She is. She definitely is a positive story as a lokshin. I think what I can say is that our stories as black people, the noble tragic comedy. You find humor in your pain. So even though some or most of our stories are embedded in our experiences, the pain, but there's also humor in that, because somebody was laughing when I said when the girls who came to tell me got shot were saying I asked them Because there's no other person I know Daiba as my husband, but what do you mean? What do you mean? So one can't help but laugh at the fact that so what I'm trying to say is that as much as some of our stories, or most of our stories are based on our painful experiences, but we find humor, we find luma sivutela wethu basibuhlungu esi story but ke masihlekeni wethu entweni because ke sigqithile uyayibona.
Is there another question? Let's take. Sorry, and then
as we all know, our code is a story. So, different challenges and facing nazo while you a story. And then like you don't need any phone delay with challenges. Maybe in a phase and nazo.
Because Ndingumuntu othanda ukubhala short stuff, poems, short stuff. Because women said niggas bhala something, so many words. So I'm like, whoa. So the unqala ubhala, I would show some people all the time, libhale hand mine. This is not it. Libhale all the time, but it's not it. It's not doing. It's not giving. So sometimes Untitled Chapter can clearly ndijonge phandle ngihlale phandle ke ngicinge isebese buya amagama aveke buya amagama so akuphindi angiyopick up ipen ke ngiphinde write so like ngiyalearn uba funeke sometimes ube nespace sakho ungabuzicingisa gqithi uhlale endaweni uchile and go you can then write most of me back.
Sishilo umzuzu oyi-1.
I'm just saying. From the moment like we talk competition, there's a name. And ingxaki yami is dangayazi uba okay ndizawuqala njani ndizawuthini and ke ngoku engqondweni yami ndabe ndizixelela uba okay lihle uzawusukuba mama wenze njani uthi mama ubone sizawukwenza ngoku and ke ngoku iproblem yoba mandingayi emntwini ndithi ndinento ekanje nakanje ndifisana nento ekanje nakanje so andazi uba mandenze njani from here yabo then ke ngoku apha ndithi ke ngoku ndathisa nesister yam ndathi ndinento ekanje nakanje so andazi uba mandenze njani ngase xa ndifumane indawo ekanje ndingayibona way forward so yeah ifunde into yobana like it's always right uba mawufumane i-advice ufumane nento
yes.
Thank you. Then the one for hi everyone. Mine is not a question but a remark. I'd like to say to each one of you in the panel, we're really proud of you. We're really proud of our stories being told by our own people. I would like to also give you a huge shout out for opening yourselves up, because when you write your story, you write from your own pain, like writing our own pain. So now it's going to move from YouTube telling our stories for people that are not Africans, that are not South Africans, to hear from YouTube, from the internet. Now they're going to hear our own lived experiences through you. I want to say I'm truly proud of you. Go on, don't stop, continue to pour, continue to shine.
We are closing it. No, there's no way we can live without that. So thank you so much to everyone who's made time to be here. We feel very honored. I mean, I do not take it lightly. Wednesday afternoon, straight from work. Yeah, my ex-colleagues over there. I'm a children. Yes, straight from work and they came here. And I am grateful. I want to invite you good people. On Saturday we are doing the 3rd annual Festival. I think it is 60 rands. Come and see more of this. This is a short version of what's going to be happening. Our mother. Yes, our mother. Okay. Now, it's important for me to say these things. In theme is narratives of the resilient. Our lived experience become our literature. So that is important for me. What we go through every day, that informs our literature, that informs what we say. Who has gone through something, or I act it out in the form of art. It is more powerful and more reaching than it would to someone who's interviewing me. And I feel like it's a quote that I say all the time, and it is the foundation of Uhlanga Books. It is the foundation of everything that I do in Uhlanga. When he says, up until the lions learn to have their own historians, the story of the hunt will always exalt the hunter. Did I? Who steals my things all the time? Who steals my stuff all the time? Like, I read this, I know. They put on the page and then you found out who you're. Okay, fine, I get it from you if you say so. But it's important, it's very important that we always remember that. We always remember when you tell your story from your perspective, it exalts you. It is told in a way that you want it to be told.
Yes.
So let's do that. Let's be intentional about doing that. Let's be intentional about supporting each other. I really am feeling kindness in areas and kindness really makes me some type. So let's be intentional about doing these kind of things. When I am seeing my people in the crowd, when someone sees their people in the crowd, that gives them an affirmation that what you are doing is good, what you are doing is needed. Yeah. So let's do that for each other.
Singing the same words and make them sound so new. Hello, what can I do? I want to sing, I love the way you love me. You shine so bright, especially when you smile. And that gives me permission to love you even more. Your voice just brightens up my thoughts, creatively saying things I never thought. Freely feeling free to be me. Tenderness and forgiveness, compassion and passion, harmless and high-spirited, all these lingering feelings. I wanna be there silently, seeing yet saying all these sweet things, traveling all possible parts of your soul with interruptions of oohs and ahs without you even noticing. I wanna be like music. Ndifuna ukuncumisa ndibele iqhina lomnquphiso ndikukhulise xa undimamele uvuyo lubetha luyeka ube sisiyatha ungakwazi nokucinga ukuvuya yimincili neziwiliwili ngaphakathi inhliziyo insolo ikhombe ephupheni. I wanna be the highs and lows and go far to extremes like emotions that sharp key pointing to your heart, feeling me every second. I want to be that bond between you and that favorite note. I want to be that music. I want you to see the sound of my silent vocals, painting you the picture of pain, love, and that of faith. As you are seeking a peace of mind right there deep in your heart, I just want to be that favorite song that makes you want to dance Imanyisa to, that one that makes you want to do slow dancing. Or even intonga yomchayelo while you are dancing with a smile to your heart. Love babavum ichonga phakathi kweziphunga ikwenza ungakwazi nokuphefumula. You are inhaling, uyazibuza. When you are inhaling, uyazibuza. What in the world is happening? I can go on and on, but all in all, I just want to be like music.